What if I tell you, you might never need to sell your XRP? You might never need to exchange XRP for fiat currencies? Everyone has the same question in mind. How much XRP will be worth in US dollars, in euros, in pesos, or whatever currency they have operating in their country? However, what everyone's missing out is the fact that we are migrating towards a new financial system. So what if the dollar doesn't even matter anymore in the new world's economy? Because today, people still look at XRP from a landscape of today's economy, today's purchasing power, today's inflation, as if the system won't change at all. However, there is one big problem with this mindset. The dollar you are thinking today is not the same dollar that's going to exist 5 years from now. So now, flip the mindset. If XRP is worth $1,000, you don't need 10,000 XRP. Perhaps in the new economy, 10 XRP will be worth $10,000 of purchasing power. You might even pay for goods and services with fractions of XRP, hence why XRP is divided in drops. Unlike BTC that has satoshis, XRP has drops. In the new economy, XRP might not even be priced in euros or US dollars or whatever currency they operate in your country. With CBDCs, stablecoins, tokenized treasuries, everything is changing in real time. Right now, you are still thinking in dollars without realizing how fast the dollar is losing its purchasing power. As inflation accelerates, global debt keeps rising, and the IMF openly discusses a $27 trillion liquidity crisis, and the world is shifting towards a neutral bridge asset. So when people ask what will be XRP priced in dollars, I think that's a tremendous mistake. And don't get me wrong, I'm not talking only about the US dollar. There is a global movement orchestrated by central banks that aims to destroy the purchasing power of every citizen on earth. Don't you realize after the pandemic, every single nation is getting more expensive? XRP holders need to start thinking bigger. And I truly believe the best part, we won't even need to sell our XRP. And you might be asking, but how is that possible? How are we going to make money if we are not selling our XRP on centralized exchanges? So contemplate this idea. If we are not sending our XRP from our cold wallets to a centralized exchange where we can trade our XRP for US dollars, for example, then how are we supposed to make money? I truly believe when the new financial system is fully implemented and we have replacement of Nostro Vostro accounts, real-time global settlements, CBDCs rolling out, unfortunately, in that scenario, banks will need liquidity. Either they're going to have XRP in their balance sheet, as I already explained in previous videos, but get this, in today's economy, banks also have their own capital sitting idle in Nostro Vostro accounts. Yet they also want your money. They pay you money so that your money can be sitting idle in their bank accounts. Banks will also pay you interest if you hold money in your bank accounts. And considering the new world economy, banks will still be around. They will certainly follow the same principles. And in this scenario, through smart contracts, you're going to lend your XRP to the banks. You don't even need to sell your XRP. There is no need to trade XRP for US dollars. You simply become a liquidity provider to the bank. You just become a liquidity provider to financial institutions like Santander, Bank of America, HSBC. And yes, this yield might generate you stablecoins. This yield might generate you more XRP. And the most important is to understand how much XRP will be worth in terms of purchasing power. The only thing I am 100% sure is that a higher priced XRP is a better vehicle for payments. So no, it can't be dirty cheap. If you enjoyed this video, let me know in the comments. And if you want to trade crypto without KYC, I'm gonna drop a link in the description of this video. Thank you everyone. I'm gonna see you in the next one.